Pennsylvania's doing real progressive things.
Yes.
Here in Pennsylvania, this is progress is the norm.
Pat's ultra conservatism might come out in this segment. This is from Variety, Ian. PA lawmakers, Pennsylvania, where my family now decided to move to from New Jersey for tax reasons, probably. It's cheaper to live. Introduced a bill to tax certain video games sold in the state. Guess what type of video games, Ian? Guitar Hero, Rock Band,
music games.
Support
your artists.
The play it live genre or play it loud.
Play along genre.
The play along genre. No, Ian.
Violent video games.
Violent video games. They're going to decide they want to have a tax on. Pennsylvania legislators introduce House Bill. This is in the state house, not federal. House Bill number 109 aims to impose a
sin tax,
10% tax on adult and mature-related video games sold at retail. In addition to any applicable state and local taxes. Money collected will go into a newly created digital protection for school safety account, wink, and be used to enhance safety measures in Pennsylvania school districts.
Oh, it sounds like there's some real specifics.
Representative Christopher B. Quinn, Republican, first introduced a version of the bill in October 2018.
Christopher should be quitting.
But it died in committee. Representative Quinn said over the past few years, acts of violence in schools seem to be occurring more frequently and with more intensity. From Colorado to Connecticut to most recently in Parkland, Florida, students have experienced unthinkable actions by peers in a place that should promote learning and enrichment, safety, and protection.
Maybe introduce some fucking gun control laws, asshole.
One factor that may be contributing to the rise in intensity of school violence is the material kids see and act out in video games.
Let's get crazy on it because it may be a thing, but let's not have a conversation about guns.
He pointed to the study we actually had a good discussion about, the National Center for Health Research. The studies have shown that playing video games can increase aggressive thoughts, behaviors, and feelings in both the short and long term. However, what we said has nothing to do with sort of violent behavior being acted upon. That's always like there's no evidence to support that.
Right.
So violent video games can also desensitize people to seeing aggressive behavior and decrease pro-social behaviors, such as helping another person and feeling empathy. The longer the individuals are exposed to violent video games, the more likely they are to have aggressive behaviors, thoughts, and feelings. And in this article, Variety conveniently leaves out another section in the same article that makes a distinction between aggression and violence. It notes that there's no clear evidence to support the assumption that increased aggression results in more acts of lethal violence or criminal behavior, which is always what the argument comes back to. So, it's horseshit.
Yeah.
This is something to deflect from the real issue, to say, well, it's a kid's video games. And this goes back, obviously.
It's the heavy metal music. It's the video games.
It's the Dungeons and Dragons. This goes back to literally the creation of the ERSRB in the 90s when they had the Senate committees and House hearings on violence in video games. And Night Trap and Doom and Mortal Kombat and Lethal Enforcers even, where the fucking Joe Lieberman holding up a blue fucking Lethal Enforcer's gun in 1994, whenever it was, 93. Joe Lieberman. Get that Joe Mento. So it's always about, let's scapegoat something, whether it's in the 50s, it was comic books because one crazy person, they found a stock of the horror comic books when he killed someone.
Yep.
Let's just scapegoat whatever we want. They created the Comics Code Authority because that's a direct correlation to the video games in the 90s was comic books in the 50s. Directly. The same exact thing happened.
Yep.
With that. And yes, and there are nuts that are going to be set off by something, no matter what. No matter what it is, you're going to have a nut out there that you can't control because people are not robots, and there's so many things that interact in our brain, our chemistry, and our upbringing, and just genetics that, putting a tax on something, it's not going to curtail anyone from buying it.
No.
First off. It's like cigarettes. You tax cigarettes 150%. People still want to kill themselves by smoking cigarettes. You're not going to stop human behavior. You're going to tax or try to put a tax on soft drinks in New York City or get rid of the bigger containers. People still want to drink whatever they're going to drink, right? Yeah. So what does this do? This gives you rah points for actually not doing anything of substance.
Yeah, it placates your idiotic base.
Or maybe your base knows that this is bullshit. I don't know. It probably is half one,
Right.
6-1, half dozen the other.
It just makes it look like you're doing something when you're not doing anything.
You're doing something.
Hey, we're collecting money to make schools safer.
But how?
How? One door.
Put rocks in classrooms. That was the one guy said.
A bucket of rocks.
A bucket of rocks.
A bucket of fucking rocks. And then there really was the argument that there was too many doors.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I'm not telling you how to run your state house or run Pennsylvania.
I am.
But this ain't it. This
Me and
is not the way to
Obama
go.
coming for your guns.
Um,
Not your games.
You're going to put this money into a slush fund and nothing will be done. And absolutely, this percentage of school shootings will go down because of a law like this. 0%. Yes. Pat's holding out a circular 0 with this. Yes.
All right. People are dumb.
I don't think if you want to think about it, I don't think games are any more violent than what they've been.
No.
They haven't been. If the most popular video game, you're shooting guns and stuff. I would even call it overtly violent Fortnite. You know, like you should be able. It's not like guts are getting ripped out.
No, they disappear.
It's like the sanitized version of first-person shooters. Yeah, we're all in colored outfits and masks, and we're on a magic school bus flying around. It's like it's not even violent anymore at that point.
Yeah, you get shot with a gun, but no one really dies.
It's like you're playing a game of Nerf. You couldn't even know the differences. It's not even realistic.
They could call it that, and people would still play.
I was gonna Nerf.
Yeah, there's Nerf.
You're
not dying.
The whole point is that you cannot make that case anymore. That all the most popular video games are violent. Yes, you still have the Mortal Kombat things where Baraka's chewing on a brain, and I'll get called an old man for thinking that's a little over the top and stupid. But that's not what most people are playing nowadays. It just isn't.
Right.
So anyway, all right, yeah, stupid.